ska jag förhoppningsvis spela här. Och vi får se. Jag har fått lite blandade betyg jag sett. Jag har låtit bli att titta på. Usch. Förlåt. Jag har låtit bli att titta på betygen allt för mycket. Men jag har fått lite blandat har jag sett. Men jag är lite pepp. Vi får se om det håller i sig. Peppandet. Där. Spelar på Xbox Series S. Och den ska vara 4K nästan. Vad det 4K betyder egentligen. Men 3600 gånger någonting. Och hålla på FPS på cirka 55 FPS i sekunden vad jag har sett. Kasta minor. Det är lite oroväckande såklart. Så ska vi se vad det finns för språk. Svensk studio. Som sagt, men ingen svenska. Men det är väl okej.
A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Okej, version 1.3.0. Så där ska det vara med spel. Att man alltid är numret nere i ena hörnet eller någonting. Spelet släpptes precis nu för några minuter sedan. 20 minuter sedan. Och första, jag hade förladdat för att spela exakt klockan 16. Men så fort jag satte igång konsolen där vi strax innan 16 så började jag uppdatera en 16 gig uppdateringsfil av spelet. Så det det går ganska fort att uppdatera på Xbox Series S. Så att det var inte hela världen. Sprintstro. Okay.
Encode your DNA.
Dumbon. Inga jätteskillnader på dem, eller? Critical. Den eller...
Define your genetic structure.
Oj. Jaha, ja. Det var lite kul. Random size. Move speed är väldigt lågt här. Men...
Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your
nej, det
first
får bli
line.
sådär. Vad ska jag... Jaha. Ja, det här påverkar ingen stats i alla fall, okej. Det är väldigt annorlunda det här än att hålla på och fixa med människor. Alltså när man gör utseende.
Pick your main color.
Jag tycker rött var ganska snyggt.
Choose your detail color.
Oh. Ja, okej. Brightness. Okej.
Pick your main
Kan jag gå
color.
bakåt här?
Choose your detail color.
Det här var svårt faktiskt. Jag får bli sådär. Ja, det är jobbigt med sånt här när man inte har en aning om...
Deadeye. Commando. Cypher. Saboteur.
Hjälp.
Sentinel. Deadeye. Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Cypher. Saboteur. Sentinel. Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Psyfreak. Saboteur. Saboteur.
Därför får vi sabotör.
Good choice.
Ja. Jaså, tack.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Ja, spelet kommer jag se åt mig hur kontrollen
We're
funkar.
already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Okej. You get it.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
Okej.
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping the dark side is not that, you know.
You can't fight who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
You're trying to keep us in the dark here, but you know it's blue blood in our veins and what it means. We have responsibilities. You can't fight the
Jag känner mig
truth.
verkligen röd eller blå de här. Aj då.
Right is always right.
Känns bra än så länge i alla fall. Woho.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat eater. Okay.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Okay. Man, Aha. Oh.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Ska jag... Var ska man fly någonstans då? Där. Jaha. Tillbaka till det började. Slut. Nej, men.
It was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Känns som jag inte borde
The
vara här.
predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Blasting everything to bits. Chop it up. Carving it up. Well placed.
Shit, jag får lite vibbar från det gamla Wet, om ni kommer ihåg det spelet. Just det där med... Eller vad är det? Andra spel. Max Payne, vad heter det? Även om det inte är lika snyggt här kanske. Jaha. Pip, pip. Jag har inget... Okej. Ja, alltså jättelitet är det ju inte. Jag hörde att några gnällde på att det skulle vara ett litet spel och det kanske inte är liksom gigantiskt, men... Okej. Jag måste kika lite här. Så. Man kan alltså ha lite olika... kläder, eller heter det? Nice. Nakenchock. Det känns som det finns en del att hålla koll på ändå. Ja, okej. Loot. Okej. Jaha. Toalett. Okej. Ja. Såklart ligger man i toaletten. Och det är uppåt-knappen alltså. Okej. Fanns det inget ställe att kolla på sina vapen på? Fotomode har vi i Assassin's Creed andra där. Där på fil. Okej, det fanns inte så mycket att göra i fotomode. Men det finns i alla fall, det är nice. Okej. Ute i världen. Ska vi se här.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Och den här kontrollen måste jag vänja mig. Okej, hur gjorde jag det? Nähä. Okej. Looting. Piller. Okej. Ja, okej. Nej. Vad säger vi så? Så. Visa dina kompisar. Okej. Gå inte där. Uppenbarligen. Måste flytta på Twitch-symbolen. Så. Kontrollen påminner, alltså det ser ut lite mer som Assassin's Creed, men kontrollen, knapparna är ganska exakt som Witcher skulle jag säga. 3. Så dodge och attack typ. Vad var det för något? Yay, tabletter. Hur hoppar jag? Dubbelhopp. Jag inte klättra runt i alla fall. Men dubbelhopp är väl bra att ha. Jaha. Mera. Jag kan inte låsa. Shit, jag måste lära mig knapparna här innan det känns riktigt bekvämt, tror jag. Jag trycker liksom på fel knapp för slag. Så ja. Woho! Okej. andra gav ingenting. Så... Ja, jag tror jag skulle behöva bli lite starkare faktiskt. Okej, de här var upplåsta redan. Jag fattar. Ja, ja. Hopp. Kaboom.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Ja, okej. Varför inte? Twitch som håller pass. Ursäkta. Så är det någonting jag ska göra med den eller bara...
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Okej.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Så. Inga så här gömda grejer. Tack.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Smirked!
Fighting känns så där faktiskt. Det här känns inte jätteperfekt eller så att säga djup. Det är direkt tyngd, det saknas någon tyngd i striderna hittills liksom. Så okej. Texturen var någonting som klagades lite på här, såg av det här spelet. Jag tycker att det är absolut fine liksom som det är. Klart att det inte är lika extremt tydligt som vissa spel är, men man får inte glömma bort att det är en betydligt mindre studio, en studio som jobbar med liksom Witcher och Assassin's Creed och sånt. Så jag tycker det är nice.
To save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Okay.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Okay.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Vill du öppna den här dörren då när de sa att det var så läskigt ute?
The Wheeled One is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Vänta, varför har jag...
Dragged another. Now that's a flesh wound. Wow. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the Wheeled
Yeah.
One before backup arrives.
Jag vet inte. Ska jag loota lite först faktiskt. Vart tog jag vägen då? Jaha. A new friend, an old friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Okej, det här är tillbakablick. Tydligen. Best before.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Jaha.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land.
Okay.
You need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. Go catch the Nono with the net. You can do it.
Okay.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Jag undrar om de hade roligt när de höll på att spela in. rösterna. Det känns lite så när Elvis-råttan eller vad det ska vara. Halvsjunger med sin skrovliga stämma. Ja, det är... Det är svårt att tycka för mycket ännu. Jag har bara spelat i 50 minuter. Men det är liksom... känns ambitiöst. Samtidigt så känns det ganska tydligt att det liksom inte är en jättestor studio bakom det. För det är lite... ja, det saknas lite djup i allting. Lite mest i kontrollen och hur rörelserna och sånt känns.
Now that you've seen the Nonno's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Tjena skrubbe 13, tack för följningen. She only cares about one.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with us. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Jag vill veta båda de här ju.
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Jag vill ju veta en Porkepuff. Men...
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Tufft läge. Ja, fick jag den igen. Okej, jag kommer behöva ta en paus på kvart någonting. Så att avsluta streamen nu så återkommer jag.